Okay, so the second assignment in week one is submit a job application. It's in the week one activities. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And it says week one assignment, submit a job application. Right click on the link. So right here, this little arrow, you're going to go ahead and click on that. All right. And when you click on that, the application is going to come up. Now, you cannot just start typing on this. You actually have to save it so that you don't lose it, right? So if I go to File, Save As, and I'm going to put in here job application, right? And then I'm going to save it to my desktop so I know where to find it. So then you hit save. Now that you've saved it, you can type on it, okay? Again, these type of activities may not be conducive to use your cell phone. You probably will need to use a computer. If for some reason you don't have a computer, please go to your local library as they do have computers that you will be able to use, okay? So now that you have the application up, you'll notice that there's these little gray boxes in here. These gray boxes are an area for you to actually type in. Be sure that you read before you type. Here it says last name. So if I just click on that, I can begin typing, typing my name, Barlage, and then your first name, and then your middle initial, not your full name, just your middle initial, and then your phone number you would type in this box. If you don't have, say, another phone, you can just put N/A. Make sure you're doing it right. N/A. It's not applicable. And then you would fill in your mailing address here, your email address. Make sure that the email address that you use is a professional email address. Read every box as you go straight across. So now we filled in the mailing address. Make sure that you're capitalizing and then capitalizing again. Remember that the state has a 2-letter code and they are capitalized. And then your email address, make sure that when you're putting this in, like I said, that you're using a professional email address. You don't want to use something, like Sassy Pants or something like that. It has to be professional. Are you legally entitled to work in the United States? So you're going to click yes. And then the position that you're applying for, whatever position that may be, I'm not sure. I'm just going to type in medical assistant. And then are you willing to take part-time, full-time, temporary? So you're going to want to tell them which type of job you're actually looking for so that they don't call you and you're looking for a full-time job and they only have temporary work available. And then what shift do you want to work? Do you want to work daytime, swing, graveyard, which is nighttime, or a rotating shift? And I want to work daytime hours. Are you able to perform the essential functions of the job you are applying for with or without reasonable accommodations? So I'm going to say yes. And what they mean by that for reasonable accommodations, for example, if you're a little bit hard of hearing, but you can actually answer phones at the desk, if they have the hearing impaired amplifier on it, then that would be a reasonable accommodation. So I would say yes. Salary desired, you should put something in this box. Typically, you know how much that position makes, and you'll be able to put that in either hourly or annually, whatever it is that you're looking for. Let's just say that we're looking for 42,000. And then the date that you're available to start, you should be reasonable about this. When are you actually available to start? Don't say now. Give them an actual date. So let's just say that we're available August 20th. I'm just guessing. I haven't even looked at a calendar here. And then your education and training. High school, graduate, or general education, your GED, test passed, yes. And then if no, you have to say what the grade is that you completed, all right? And then college, business school, or military. So we're all in college. You're going to list them from the most current to the furthest away, right? So here I'm going to say Remington College. And then when you started, perhaps this is your first semester. I'm not sure if it is. And then you're going to fill this in quarterly or semester hours. Maybe you have 12 hours. Graduate, not yet, right? But you will be graduating, so we could say not, whoop, I got too many clicked. Degree and year, when you're expected to graduate, perhaps it's 2000, let's say 24. I'm not typing this very well, am I? There we go. 8 of 2023. And then this would be, I don't know, maybe you're getting a bachelor's in business. Okay, I'm not sure what your degree is, so you're going to put that in there. And then you'll work your way back. Perhaps you went to another college before Remington, so that would go in the next box down. Now, if there aren't any more, what do you do with all the spaces? Right? So here, let's say this is the only time I've actually gone to a college or a business school. So now I'm going to say capital N/A. That means that it's not applicable. There's no more. That's all there is Remington College. And I only need to put it there one time, and it actually will take place of all these blanks. Otherwise, you can't just leave them blank, right? Occupational license, certificate, or registration. If you have an occupational license, you would put that here. And then your number and where it was issued and the expiration date. If you don't have one, what do? N/A, not applicable. It doesn't apply to you, so then you would leave it, and it would cover all three of these for licenses. Languages that you read, written or spoken fluently other than English. Let's say that you speak Spanish fluent, right? We'll say Spanish fluently. And then veteran information, you'll put it if in your most recent. So if you're in the Air Force or whatever, you would put that there. If not, we use the N/A. Doesn't apply to you. Any special skills, list all pertinent skills and equipment that you can operate. And you can have up to 1,000 characters here. So now you're going to talk about the skill set that would apply to the job that you may be applying for. So if you're applying to be a medical assistant, maybe you have some specialized skills for that field. That's what would go here. And of course you want to include written and verbal communication skills because that's always important in any field or workplace, right? So you want to make sure you put that there. And a good place to get some of these skills would be off your resume that you already completed. Instead of looking all this information up again, it should be on your resume already. Okay, so you can just transfer it over. And then your work experience. You're going to start with the job that you currently have, and you're going to fill it in here. So employer, where do you work currently? What is their address? If you don't know, please look it up because you do have to fill this in. And then your job title there. What is your job title? Are you a manager? Are you a crew worker? Customer service? What is your title? And then the phone number, your area code would go in this box, and then the phone number would go here. Number of employees supervised if you supervise someone, otherwise just put N/A. And then the month and the year that you started, and if you're currently working there, you can say present or current. Hours per week, and then your salary that you're taking in there, and then your supervisor. Please don't just write John or Susie, right? No one knows who that is. You could put down Mr. John Smith. You need the first and last name on there so that it is complete. Specific duties. Here you're going to list exactly what your job is. And what you perform, what you do. And the best thing that you can do is actually look this up online. So I'm just going to throw this one out there because it's an easy one to work with, right? Let's say that you're you work at McDonald's, for an example, right? So you could go to the internet and search how to list specific duties for McDonald's employee on a application or a resume, and it will tell you what to write. So again, don't plagiarize, put it in your own words, and then you can list that there. Now, if you increase sales or supervised and things like that, those are good words to include, right? Showing your performance and how well you do something could go into the specific duties. Reason for leaving, if you're currently employed, put that. Please do not put anything negative. Do not say that you were fired or you didn't like the manager or you got in a fight with someone. We don't put negative things down. We try to think about what we could say there. So better career opportunity or something like that. Increase in salary, things like that are positive would go in this box. May we contact your employer? If this is a good job that you're still working and you're able to have your supervisor contacted, please check yes. Otherwise, check no. What job did you have before this job? That goes in the next one, and so on. Now, let's say that this is your first job. Here, we're going to put, remember, N/A, non-applicable, and then that would cover all the rest down here, right? So we would just leave those blank. And then here you're going to, where'd that go? Here you're going to sign your, it keeps taking me back up. You're going to sign your name here or type your name and the date. Do not write anything in the interviewer's comments. That section is for the person that actually interviews you. All right, now when you're all done, watch what happens here. When I click this, it's going to ask me to save. You're going to click save. Remember, it's on your desktop, so when you go to submit this assignment, you'll pull the file from your desktop, and you named it application template, okay? All right, everyone, good luck. I hope this helps you.